TLC Designs. I hope everyone is doing really well. Michigan's about 42. I know California's been hit really hard with a bunch of snow, and we'll probably get that in 3 or 4 days. But right now it's halfway decent. It's not quite spring, but we do see some flowers that are trying to come up, like crocuses and things like that. Anyway, it is Thursday night. Welcome to the Crafty Hour. If you haven't joined me in the past, welcome. This is where we all of the villagers kind of get together and share, talk. We do a lot of chit-chatting. We do a little inking and getting gluey and finding design papers that we can fall in love with and buy and play with later. If there's ever any questions, I have the guy over here on my left, Mr. Jim. Me. He will see the questions come through. We are going live. We're streaming on YouTube, and that's the TLC Designs channel, and the Facebook store page, and the Facebook Creative Sharing group. So wherever you like to pop in, we welcome you. If you have any friends that like to find something to do with a cup of tea on Thursday night at 8 o'clock, join us. Ask them for an invite. Come on in. The first thing that I wanted to share with you is my birthday was yesterday, and I say thank you to a lot of people. It's almost a little overwhelming, but I tried to get back with every single person. If I haven't, said thank you very much yet, I will get in there and finish up today. But yesterday was also the third year that TLC Designs was a Shopify e-commerce store and was up and running on the internet. And this is a milestone for me. The amount of learning that I've done in the last 3 years is great, but the number of people that I've got to meet and spend time with here in the Crafty Hour, as well as online and any questions that I've helped you with, or that sort of thing, is even greater. So I really appreciate you. I love you all. I have so many friends out there that love to craft, and I always take suggestions. So if there's anything that you would like to see me work with specifically, let me know. I did just buy myself a Cricut. What's that called? Cricut something Maker. 3, Cricut Maker 3, and I haven't got to play with that yet, but it's over there in a box. It is the next one of the next things that I'm going to play with. Oh, and I also got this print maker from We Are Memory. I'm going to play with that a little bit too. I'm thinking it would be perfect to put a stripe on the back of each of my card, and I think I'm going to design like an SVG in the strip that'll say handmade by Tammy Louise at TLC Designs. So we'll see. I'll show all of that on video once I figure it out. We plugged it in and it's powered up. I've got the ink cartridge in there and everything. So that's in the plans. And I bought a cinch, which I want to start either ATC or the cards that are large enough for the memory decks, which I do have one, and I love those things. I used to keep my design team member addresses on the back and decorate the front, but I have several different recipes now that my husband and my son really enjoy, and I kind of don't have anywhere to keep track of that, so I might actually start a new catalog of recipes that they love. So I may play with that in the very near future. If you haven't got one and you've always wondered if you might like it or not, I can try it out, open it from the box, right from the start, and see how it all happens. I don't know how it works yet either. And I have started the flower making series again, and I am going to show you some tips and tricks on some flowers that I'm going to put on this card today, but the entire hour that we'll probably be together is more about the Sketch Easy 120 that just came out, or no, it's coming out April 1st, which is just in a few days, and I thought, well, I'll do a sneak peek on that. And it has Jazz, who is a digital image in the store that is would you consider it non-binary if it is not female or male? What's the word for that? Uh, it comes with ties, like an office tie for a boy, but it also comes with a bow for the girls. I have lollipop in there with it and a birthday hat. And I think I fell in love with a fairy teddy bear. The whole idea of a fairy teddy bear. I haven't decided to increase the line, but when I first illustrated him, I just wanted to see what it would look like if you had a big fluffy teddy bear that had fairy wings. So that's what I created. At any rate, that is what is in Sketch 120. He comes with one piece of design paper that it was specifically designed to go with him and him/her, it, the actual digital stamp that you can make any size. But it also, the Sketch Easy comes with, the 120 comes with some other stuff. And once we get to the hand portion of it, I'll go into explaining that a little bit more. I am going to share some more cards with you live today from the design team that I just got in. Not all of them, because there are so many that I'm going to split them up between the videos so we don't take all the time doing it. But that is what I wanted to explain. And we have the 31st or the 29th, we had a new release. And there's some dies in the release, as well as the brand new exclusive card making suite that I've decided to call Springtime. It comes with 2 polymer stamp sets, 2 die sets, the design paper called Woodland Watercolor, and it has a stencil, the Happy Bloom Day and Cloud stencil in it. It comes with a few cute little embellishments. You get these pretty little butterflies. You get some rose gold paper clips that have hearts on them. You get sprinkles that's called Springtime as well. And I can show you those because I have a few extra on my desk. What else does it have in it? Oh, you'll get a coupon, and you will get an ephemera sheet that I just printed out the other day to add to the actual pouch. And you get it all in this pouch. I'll show you real quick. This is the 3-ring zipper pouch. And you'll get, oh, I forgot to mention the twine that you get. And this 2 stamp sets, the woodland paper, and 2 dies, and the stencil. And then a coupon, as well as the ephemera sheet. So those released yesterday. The design team created some really pretty projects. The hop has just begun. If you hop along and your name gets drawn, you can win the $10 gift card to the store. And I think we will be drawing a name very soon at the end of April for Sketch Easy 119. I think that's about it. Why don't we go to the hands now, Mr. Jen, and start creating. There is something on the floor. Grab that for me if you would, please. It keeps catching my foot. Let me take my glasses off real quick. And I want to say hello to anyone that is here, Mr.
Don Walsh and Mandy May.
Hi, Dawn. How are you? I'm so happy to have run across you here again tonight. Hi, Mandy. Nice to have you here. I'm just doing a little bit of finishing touch cutting for this particular project while we talk and figure out who all has joined us. Has our niece come in? Maybe text her and see if she is able to join us tonight. She is a teenager, so the likelihood of her remembering what night is the right night is slim. So let me show you. This is what we're going to make. Isn't he sweet? I think he's sweet. He's not super popular, but I think he's super sweet. So we are going to design this tonight together. And I wanted to show you what all is in this sketch this particular month. It goes from the first of every month to the last day of every month. So Sketch 120 for April 2023 has gift cards and other prizes. You'll get a YouTube video demonstration of this entire sketch from Lynn on the TLC Designs YouTube station as soon as she has an opportunity to upload it. I think it'll be just after the 1st, but I'm going to show you all what's in it today, so we are still kind of on time. We have the woodland watercolor paper, which I think I showed you last week. I might be able to ask Mr. Jim if he can find it in here. I don't know what that's doing there. That's interesting. See if you can't find the woodland watercolor paper in here. It'll be, there it is right there. Wait, I found it. So I don't want to show it to you inside this bag, and I apologize for the noise that this crinkly cellophane makes, but I want to show you real quick what it is that you're getting. I used this 2 or 3 weeks ago on a bunny card. I will show you the end project of the bunny card in case you didn't see it. But you have 4 main color combinations. You're going to get the blues, you're going to get yellows, right there. You're going to get some oranges.
That's the sketch you use? Don's asking.
Yes, that's the sketch we're using today. And you get some greens. And this is the paper that I'm using with the sketch that you will get for the $5. The Sketch Easy is a challenge that if purchased for $5 and you make something with it and you enter the project into the Creative Sharing Facebook group, we vote on them at the end of the month, and then we'll send out the $5 coupon for the gift card in the store. This one comes with Jazz digital stamp, which I have shown you. He's here. I think he's sweet. And then the sketch that you'll get to follow, which you don't have to follow exactly. It's a recommendation, basically. This particular one has the A2 size card and uses 2 different types of design paper. And then inside the circle is one of the dies, and the die is recommended only. It doesn't come with the $5 purchase, but this particular one is called Happy Dragonfly Circle. And this sample here has the actual dragonfly. I don't know how well you can see it. Can you see it pretty good? Okay. And then I added some sentiments to Jazz, and we have pre-colored. You won't get the pre-colored. You'll get the actual empty PNG so that you can color them any way you want. But you'll also, in addition to the design paper that comes in this pad, you'll get this little piece here that's kind of color coordinated to the colored one that I made. So that starts April 1st. I'm done speaking about that. And then I wanted to go over two of the things that are actually in the release that happened yesterday. This is Double Dial Die Garden Delight. The double dial die that I had in the past, both of them, the very first one that I had the cut on the end, and it had its own cute little design in the main frame of it. And you also, a lot of the space on the inside, it came with the mechanism. So you got the wheel, and you got the 2 arms, and you got the piece that cuts the slats. Now, since then, I've created a double dial die 2 that had so that you could have a little bit of diversity, has the edge cut off on the left-hand side. So that when your creation is used, you can, you get one on the left or the right, whichever you prefer. And I decided this time, I sent it out for manufacturing, and they've come in, and they're in the release. This time, I've decided to take out the mechanism. And I don't think I have a copy of the actual insert that shows the mechanism die itself, but it's just the wheel, just like the other ones. There's no difference. It has the arms, it has the slot maker, and it has the wheel. So you can actually buy just the mechanism and use it with any frame that you already have in your stash. So I've taken the mechanism portion out, but I've decided to create double dial dies with 1 corner cut off frames and load them up with embellishment goodies on the inside as far as the dies are concerned. This particular one is called Garden Delight. It has 28 dies. And this is the kind of stuff that you can use with any of your die cutting, any project that you might want to create. You're going to get a fence, which I'll turn it this way so you can kind of tell it's almost on a little bit of an arch. So you could put some flowers in front of it, or you could put flowers or something on the side, and it'll kind of look like it's 3D on your project. This is a little sign that is also arched, so you can put it here on the fence and stamp on it saying hello or welcome to my garden or anything you wanted to put there. Of course, has different size flowers, used up every single space possible on this die design. And you get this tree, which I cannot personally wait to show you a project that I create. I'll show you what the die cuts look like because I have them all cut. I was going to make with them today, but I decided I didn't want to do that. It was a little bit more work than I could fit in because I kind of took a portion of the day off yesterday. It was my birthday after all. So let me show you this tree. How pretty is this tree? And now if I had two of them that were, I might be able to show you. If I had two browns that were cut, it looks like I have a green because I wanted to cut a brown so that it would match.
Sue says happy belated birthday.
Thank you, Sue. Is that Sue Hens?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice to have you here, hon. So I wanted to create a brown trunk, but I wanted a green leaf area. So when I do make with this, it's going to kind of look like that. And then I have a bunch of other, you can see them in here, things that are cut. It comes with tulips, so you could put like a tulip in front of it. And the tulip die has a whole bunch of little tips. So if you wanted to cut your tulip in green, like this one, green first, and put your pink only on the tulip portion of it. So I would cut that off, but you don't have to cut it off because I actually gave you dies that'll do that. Anyway, I just wanted to show you how pretty this whole little set is. And this is the sign. So you could prop it up. Nope, this isn't the sign. This is the, oh yeah, it is the sign. I'm sorry. Because in this set, it's the first time that I've ever created a tree set. So you could like stamp on it and put it right in front of here. In this set, you get, and I fell in love with the idea, you get this tiny little, it's a piece of, a plank of wood. I don't know if you can see that, James. Can you see it?
Kind of.
This tiny little piece of wood. And what you could do is put it on your card just underneath the tree and draw two strings and put your image on the piece of wood like it was a swing. I can hear that.
Mm-hmm. That's Faith.
Oh.
Should be joining
just like that. Minutes. And then just draw with a black ink marker the strings that are going to the tree. I can't wait to actually design with this because now my mind is going a million miles an hour, which on live night isn't always necessarily the best thing, but it's good that I'm getting excited about it. New stuff is always so fun to play with, don't you think? Uh-oh. I have a die cut in my ring. So many little pieces. You know I love my little pieces.
Mandy likes your nails.
Oh, thank you, Mandy. I actually enjoyed going out and doing them this time. It's been so cold and so wintry that it hasn't been the greatest trips for me, but...
Angela says hi.
Who?
Angela Patrick.
Hi, Angela. Nice to have you with us. Anyway, that one is called the Garden Delight. So the mechanism die is sold separately. You can buy this frame and use it for any reason you like, and all the little pieces inside as well. And then you can get the mechanism die or use the mechanism die from a previous purchase of the double dial die 2 or 1 and use it with these two. This one is called Double Dial Die or DDD Boutique Boulevard. This one I thought was super sweet. Like when you find the cutest little cities and they have each one of the storefronts down Main Street is decorated super cute, and they all kind of coordinate colors, and they've got a floral shop, and they've got baby shops and all those little boutiques that you just love to go in because everything is so cute. They always have those wrought iron gates in front of the walkway, and maybe they'll have cobblestones or something like that. And I thought it would be really cute to build a scene with something if you had these beautiful boutique kind of stands and the leaves and the flowers and then some posts. And this one can actually go on the side of a building. This is the type that you would see with the name of the store or whatever. But this is a 20-piece die set, and it has the cutoff corner. It has cute little leaves all the way around. This one has hearts all the way around this thing. So Valentine's would be really good for that one. I wanted some extra dies for all occasions anyway. So I have discussed that. I want to show you super quick. Tonight we're going to use the Happy Dragonfly circle die for the frame with Jazz. I want to show you. So we had a design team member. Her name is Jeannie, and she did beautiful work, but the pictures don't do the projects justice. This is just adorable. Can you go closer in, please? Zoom in. So can you see him? This little alicorn, this little unicorn? He's from Lee Holland, and this is the first stamp set that we got from Lee Holland, and this is the Delicate Poinsettia stamp set that we have in the store that just released. I think it was October or November. Everything is so symmetrical. She does a fantastic job coloring in the night sky on this one, and he's so cute sitting on some really bright. I'm a bright, bold kind of girl anyway, in case you hadn't noticed the Gerber daisy on all of my logo and the package inserts and everything like that. I love the reds and the golds and the greens, but I like them deep and rich. And she did this perfectly. Look at how pretty this is with cute little pink hair.
Faith likes your nails too.
Thank you, Faith. I can't wait for a Saturday when you come over. We're going to go get a pedicure. It's going to be fun. So anyway, I wanted to show you the other ones that came from Jeannie. This is the Netherland, N-E-apostrophe-R or N-apostrophe-E-R. I can't remember how I spelled it. Stamp set. And she created an entire scene, which is super cute. And she mixed this. Little girl comes from an entirely different digital-only stamp. I think she's digital. I am getting a little bit huge amount of inventory, and I can't remember every single stamp set, but I know that these are from Neverland, and she did a really nice job of putting a green turquoise in the water to show that those waves are kind of moving. She's got a lot of movement in this, and she started the sunset with the yellows at the bottom and then has a pink moving into purple and then blue at the top. She did a great job. As far as coloring artist goes, she's top notch. Again, she used the Neverland stamps. I found out you couldn't, because it's copyrighted and you can't use the word Neverland. So You Keep Me Young is one of the sentiments that came with it. She used a little bit of glitter paper. He's got an adorable red feather in his cap, and the book comes with it. She created an entire scene. I don't know if she drew these on her own, but she did a really good job of it. And the candle came in the set too. And if you feel this, she double layered these. So even the book is like, instead of just being a flat and painted, she actually cut it out and put it on there. This is from the Celebrate Border die. And that's an entire bundle in itself. I don't know that we have any more. We might have one or two left in the store that comes with a ton of, and the bundles come with 4 card bases, 4 card envelopes, and 4 A2 topper colored topper sheets that kind of coordinate. But this is another one of the bundles that is in the store. And what she did, I think, I'll have to guess. This particular die comes with an outline die and a non-outline die, and she put the outline die down first, and then somehow she used the negative of another cut and her Copic markers, and she colored in all of the, you can feel there's like more than one layer. I don't know if you can see it if you turn it sideways. No?
Not very well.
So anyway, she did a bunch of Copic coloring, and it just turned out beautiful. The contrast is really cute. I love this card. Okay, and then I want to share you Rosemary Shanner Bridges sent me some of hers as well. She sent me a ton of them, so I can't share all of them today, but this was a particularly cute one because it's a shaker card. You love the interactive. And this one is an interactive card. Aren't they cute? Happy winter to ya. This is with the Chili Fun bundle, and I believe we're completely out of this paper. I know we do sell the paper separately, so you can still get the paper. And this is a digital stamp set. What did I name these? It's a good question. I don't know the name of them, but she did a fantastic job mixing them. And then she has little pennies underneath them and used the regular slot. I think she probably used one from the Zinnia multi-slimline multi-slider die to create just the one, and she has some embossed snowflakes from our embossing stencil, or our stencil. So there, I've shared some today. See, I totally forgot the other day. And I didn't forget today. Yay! Okay. So this is the card that we're going to design. And usually I don't do envelopes, but I decided I'm going to start doing envelopes to go with my projects. I haven't decided why. I just think that they need them. And I want to kind of try and get into furthering my design technique, basically. So I'm going to make this match the actual project. So I have an itch, terrible itch. Let me get, I am using, you can back the camera back out if you didn't already. Thank you. This is dark chocolate. I don't like, didn't you just use black, James?
Yes.
Where did you find the black paper? Because you didn't put it back up here.
Okay. This is freaking here. Blue.
Where? This is blue. Hang on just a second, everyone. He's going to try and find the black paper that he used. He used Onyx Black pearlescent card instead of the regular. Simon says
That's brown.
it's dark chocolate. That's pretty brown, yeah.
Don't use black. So use black.
I appreciate that. I just didn't know where you got it from.
Oh.
So I'm going to use the same black that he had. I should have just had him cut it earlier as well. But that's okay. Let me put this back where it was. Tricky little suckers. Okay. Let me get my trimmer out. And once 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Always end up with such a mess to clean up after craft night.
Yeah.
It's okay. I don't mind. Now I wanted to tell everyone. I've always said I enjoy the permanent dot runner. And this is the brand that I used to use, is Elmer's Craft Bond. I just found some cards in my older baskets of cards, and this doesn't last a long time. I would say 6 or 9 months ago, I made a project and put it in one of my baskets of cards. When I grabbed it the other day, everything fell off. So it says permanent, it's not. So I went looking for some new glue options. And tonight I'm going to try this Tombow Mono Multi-Liquid Glue Gel, or liquid glue. It has 2 different applicator sizes, which is kind of neat, I suppose. One of them is a pen tip for this big area. I think I'm going to use this other tip. They called it broad tip. So I'm going to put it, let's see if I can, oh, I can get it out of there. That's good. Just put one. I always like to get super close to the edge because it drives me out of my mind when the paper lifts up. Driving me out of my mind is not a good plan at any given time. Right, Jen?
Yep. Not a good idea.
Not a good idea. All right. And then maybe we'll just, it's kind of nice because it has, I like that it has a tip that is angled. I suppose you could call it just an angle. And it lets you spread the glue out pretty easy. So that's a plus. I suppose I should squeeze. Nothing's going to come out if you don't squeeze, Tam. Squeeze the glue, Tammy Louise. That almost rhymed. So not the simplest thing to use. I'm gonna keep looking. So we're gonna do a slight little play and learn together. It's kind of messy and it's a little bit complicated to try and get it on there, but let's see.
Have you heard of barely art?
I have.
Dawn says she uses barely art.
And she likes it. I will try that next, Dawn. I know with liquid glue, you get a little bit more wiggle time to make sure that your project is on there well. I think I've glued it to my table. Yep. That's not nice.
She loves it.
Really? They had Barely Art was one of the companies that the Cardmaker Success Summit, I think, they sponsor. I think I'll have to take a look at that, see if there's any coupons, because I think we have till April 4th. It seems to stick pretty good.
Sue's been using the CC tape pens, and so far they've been working for her.
Has she ever, Sue, have you ever gone back to look at some old stuff and see what happened to them? To see, like, 9 months after you make it? I'm just out of curiosity. I would hate to give a really nice card to somebody and they put it in their stash of cards, and when they have cause to go and grab it and show somebody, or maybe even just put it in an album, it all falls apart. That would be awful. I wouldn't like it. All right, so I just basically wanted a black base, and I pre-cut. Come hither. Can't pick anything up.
Angela uses glitter art glue. Art glitter glue.
Art glitter. Is that the company name? Is that
the ship in the winter?
Oh, wow. That would be not good. Why doesn't it ship in the winter? I wonder where they're from.
I've seen many people use pH neutral, PVA, Lenico glue.
Okay. When I go back and look at these comments, I'll write it all down and I'll see.
Sue says so far they're okay from a year ago.
Oh. And that's the Barely Art, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
no, CC tape.
CC
tape pens.
What is it? I wonder what the CC stands for. I'm not crazy about having to push.
Dawn says barely art glue doesn't freeze.
No? This is a little complicated because you have to kind of keep your hand squeezing the glue out of the bottle at the same time that you're spreading it. Maybe it's just because I'm so new to it that I'm not very good at it yet. All right, so this is one of the papers from the pad. And I put this one, giving it just a tiny bit of black. I want the black to be seen. Where'd that little sure it's pressed on there real good. It stays wet. I mean, I can feel it all over my hands. I'm not positive I like that either. I see a lot of people that use some sort of glue that just scribbles on real fast. Let's see. If I had my thingamajig, then I would stop getting it all over my desk. Pre-thinking things is not my forte today. Hubby got me the cutest little gnome. You should go get him and I'll show him. He's in front of a bowl or a flower pot or something. And he's got daisies. Jim knows I love daisies. He's got daisies on his hair and he's got daisies in front of him. Oh, hang on. Don't want the glue to dry, but look at how cute. He's just a little, like a tabletop. I bet it's a pot. It doesn't look like a bowl. It's got cute little bumblebees. Anyway, he got them from Frankenmuth, which is one of my very favorite places to go. And they have the cutest stuff. You can't find them. Like if you went shopping to find it someplace else, you wouldn't find it. So it's kind of like one of a kind sort of things, even though I'm sure they make several and sell them, but only if you shop it. Bronner. It wasn't Bronner's. It was one of the little shops that are in the bottom of the.
Bottom of the end.
Yeah, what's that called?
Frankenmuth Inn.
No, isn't it called Bavarian?
I'm sorry, Bavarian Inn. Yes.
Bavarian Inn. I'm gonna trim these little bitty corners because I really want the black to show. It gives you enough contrast and it brings the design paper dimension when you have something masked in the back. Or what do you call that? I know there's a word for it. I have COVID brain. The glue works pretty good. I want that to be black. I can't get the white off. What's that word I'm looking for, James? When you go into Hobby Lobby and you look for a frame, and with the frame you want one of those colors around your artwork. What's that colored part called? Can't think of the word. Somebody will come up with it. Yes, a mat. Thank you. Who was it?
Me.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, his brain actually functioned normally.
Too.
Huh?
I agree with him.
What?
Don says that too.
Dawn says it too? Well, it must be true if Dawn said it.
So is everybody else.
Oh, okay, sure. Half quarter.
Took me a second though.
Yeah.
The word wouldn't come to me.
I know, it wouldn't come to me either, honey. You and I are in the same position. Isn't that crazy?
It is.
We have COVID brain. So I am cutting one strip 1/4 inch out of the black because we are going to put it down
Of the diagonal.
on the diagonal, which is what's shown on the sketch.
I didn't see the sketch, so I was guessing.
I just showed you that. I showed everyone the sketch 2 minutes ago. Well, probably not 2 minutes ago now. What time is it?
It is 8:40.
I am getting a little better at the glue. I'll have to be patient and see if I like it afterward. I'm going to put it right over the seam between the two colors. What? You like it? Well, you know how extremely important it is that I make sure that you like it.
You bet.
Oh, you're funny. I'm going to use the other tip
probably should make sure that this one is closed completely before using the pen one.
Unless you want to
Can you imagine it squeezing out both sides? I'd be like, oh, this is so thin that I didn't do enough of the glue to the end here. Okay. It might just be that I'm not used to that glue holder. I want to make sure it's nice and flat. Make sure I don't get any glue on here. And then you just trim the excess because it matches your card base, your card mat. This is an A2 size card, by the way, guys, in case I didn't mention it. Are there any questions? What is everybody doing for the weekend? Anybody doing anything fun this weekend?
I bet some of them, anybody who's got kids, they might be in spring break. Some schools are on spring break.
I think Faith is on spring break. She mentioned something about I'll be home anyway, which I know she's homeschooled, but I think that meant she might be on spring break, which would be kind of cool because we could pick her up at a different day other than just Saturday. We could take her in to the movies or something, her and her brother. She's got a twin brother, Kevin. So that's the basics. And then we're going to...
Angela's going to an origami conference.
Where is that at? I used to love origami. It used to be one of my
Faith is on
favorites.
spring break.
I knew it. She mentioned something and I think I read past it.
I've
Or
never
something.
heard of an origami conference.
Yeah, me either. I want to know more. Who's putting the conference on?
Angela is a 4th grade teacher in spring break.
Oh, so Angela's out too. You know, I always thought teachers had it kind of
Indiana.
nice. Huh?
Indiana.
Teachers kind of get, the summers off. They're not ever paid enough. Don't get me wrong. I think that they deserve like 3 or 4 times what they actually make for a living because they're so important.
Especially nowadays.
But they do kind of like get some decent time off. I mean, the summer's 2 months. And I don't know how that works. Do they overpay during the months that you're working so that it equals a certain salary?
Well, here's what I heard.
Okay.
From other teachers, you get a choice.
Oh.
You can get paid
So you can
only
decide.
through the school year,
Yeah,
or you get paid throughout the year, so they spread it out.
I see. And does she teach public school or is it a private kind of school?
It's a private group.
Private. I think I want to bump this one up too. Well, I was really, really sad, and I don't want to make this into talking about the news, but the world is changing
Angela
so much.
teaches in a charter school.
Okay. It's just shocking how many times you can watch on the news shootings at school. I don't know what's going on, but it's so sad, and I certainly hope that all of our teachers out there are safe every day and they go home every day to their families as well as the children. This world is not.
Yeah, it's funny. I've never heard of a shooting at a charter school. It's always public schools.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, the one that just happened is at a Catholic school. I can't remember what state that was in, but just a few days ago. And 3 little babies, they were like 9 years old. It was an elementary school. Passed away or died. That's not a good topic for crafting hour, but there you have it. So I cut him out already. You guys don't even get to watch me fussy cut, which is like one of my favorite things to do. I bought these because they're a little bit thinner and I can do more than 1 or 2 layers. Won't affect the price of I checked on it, the price of the postage. Not that I ever mail my cards out to anyone other than you guys.
I would think fussy cutting is easy for people with OCD.
I think OCD would make it harder to fussy cut because OCD means you're obsessed about getting it one way or the other.
Angela says she needs to send you one of her cards with origami decorations.
I would love that. Oh my gosh. I would love that. You know what else? If anybody does that, oh, I just had it on the tip of my tongue. The
Curling?
it's where you take a slit of paper and you put it in a special tool and you twist it a lot and it comes up being like a shape, and then you make an entire picture out of these little shapes. There was a woman that said what the name of that is, and I whirling.
Where those foam things come from?
What?
Those foam things you're using right now?
Oh,
Where are they from?
Scrapbook Adhesives, 3L at scrapbookadhesives.com.
Samantha said quilling. She did it in 6th grade.
Quilling. I knew it was QU something. I almost had it. Who said that?
Faith.
Oh, oh, what kids can teach us, huh? Yeah, quilling. If anybody does that and they do like a whole pretty little flower out of quilling, I'm gonna quill. I'm gonna do it. And share it online and everything. So just keep an eye out.
Kind of like painting a picture with nothing but dots.
It's not a dot, Jim.
I know, but it's the same.
They're so pretty.
Deal though. I mean, using one shape to create a whole picture.
No, because you'd use you bend the paper once it's quilled, and there's a whole bunch of layers of the rounded up paper. It's kind of like, let's see,
Kind of making a float with roses. And make a picture out of it.
So you put it in. I don't know if it's a float with roses, but as you quill, you're twisting, and then you stop twisting because it's the size that you want, right? And then you let go, and then you cut this portion off, and you'd use that for the center of the flower.
Mm-hmm.
And then around it, your flower petals can be oval instead of circle.
Oh, I see.
And it builds the whole flower. It's so cute. There's so many things that I haven't done in forever and a day.
Faith said she made a fish.
Oh, yeah? Send me a picture, Faith. I want to see if you have it still. If you don't, I get it.
It was in 6th grade. She made that.
She might not. She's not that old. 6th grade was only 3 years ago.
3.
That's what I said, 3 or 4. I forget what grade she's in. I know how old she is.
She's 16.
I know, but that you don't graduate till you're 18. So does that mean she's in 10th grade? So 6th and 10 is 4 years. This says you can be you.
She says she will. She can find it.
Okay. This is the one of the sentiments that came with the sketch Easy 120. Now, I'm in love with this card. Look at how cute he is. He's so sweet. Where is the... What did I do? No! This is when I go into the terror of my desk that it is so messy. Oh, I think I just saw it. Okay, hang on. Here it is, I'll bet you. Yes. So I'm making this one a boy, but Jazz can be a girl or a boy, and it has a bow for a girl, and it has a tie, and the sucker can be girl or boy, of course. And I'm going to cut these out separately, so you are going to watch me fussy cut today. Yay! I love fussy cutting. I think it's more of a instead of OCD people liking it, I think people that need to empty their brains from stress stuff, that's why I think I enjoy it so much. It takes everything out of my brain, so it's kind of hard to talk while I do it. You thought my brain was COVID to begin with, but as I'm trying to fussy cut, I get slower when I speak and stuff, and my voice goes lower.
So you have no brains.
Isn't that funny? It's like a natural response to fussy cutting. Anyway, that's why I do it, because it just empties everything out. And I was so busy today.
See, that would stress me out.
It would?
Yeah.
Why?
No, just
I think it's
just
so
not for me.
relaxing. I'll put this little one in his hand. I could do with some of that other type of artwork that you put 3 layers of something. You know, oh, what am I doing wrong here? There we go. So you decoupage. I knew I'd come up with the word. That's what it's called. That's really fun. Decoupage is super fun. I used to do it all the time. It used to be really popular, even in the card making industry. It was really popular. There.
People who paint do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some really cool paints.
Where do I want to put this? I
So
want
it's
to put
all
it right
3D.
here. Well, decoupage, James, is where the first layer would be on this, for example. The first layer would be the wings only, or the whole Jazz. And then the second layer would be Jazz's head. And then the third layer would be Jazz's ears. So it kind of like builds up
Right.
and makes it dimensional. So I don't think you could do that with paint.
Well, maybe it's not a word I'm looking for. Well,
It's another word you're looking for.
Yeah. That's good.
Make sure the popsicle is in his hand and stuck on there pretty good. Excuse me. I'm getting into these going on Thursdays. I love crafting, and I don't get to get in here very often. Like last Thursday, I had to cancel at the last minute. My advertisement went out saying, "See you at 8 o'clock," and then I couldn't make it. Sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles, I suppose. I want to use a glue that I know is going to help this thing stay forever. It's the whole purpose in switching and trying out new glue. It's a little messy, however. I'm not the biggest fan of liquid glue that there's ever been. Okay, we're going to get this tie on him.
Coloring stresses Dawn out.
Really?
Yeah.
I think, wait a minute. I think I want to cut the white.
She has a card just sitting her on her shelf in the craft room.
Aww, which card did I send her? I can't remember any of that stuff. I'm just too old. I'm glad you like it. However, whatever card it is, everybody likes to get a cute little something in the mail, and I do have huge collections of greeting cards that are made with the product. So there. Now Jazz is done. He's so cute. Okay, so I do not want to forget this time. Oh, he's not done. Tammy.
He's not done.
Let's draw a
He's got the
winner.
flowers.
Let's make sure if you're here, could you back out a little of the camera? If you are joining us tonight, make sure that you comment so Mr. Jim knows who you are. If you're brand new and you're from someplace that isn't, if you're from someplace and you haven't been here before, we'd love to know where you're coming in from. I'm going to use my flower shaping stuff. Let us know where you're from, and that one's a little too small. We will enter your name into the drawing, and this one I'm going to give away the Sketch Easy Challenge package. So I'm going to put the flower upside down, and I'm not going to wet it this time because it's not made with that watercolor paper from Heartfelt Creations. It's just regular stock paper, but it will curl. Just be patient. I'm using the third from the smallest nib on this, by the way, if anybody has this collection and you want to know which one I used on this tiny flower. And just kind of really the first round of rounding, it has to break down the paper. So it takes a minute. It's actually separating this paper, which is kind of fun because flower petals look very dainty and cardstock can be very harsh looking, as we know. This kind of softens the feel of each of the petals. There's one.
Dawn is from Nobody, Canada.
Nope.
Or Northbound Canada. Or I don't know what the NB stands for.
Don, what does the NB stand for? Northbound? No, not in Canada. I don't know.
They're already northbound.
Right? They're pretty much north, yeah. She'll tell us. Just ask her.
What tool set is that you're using again?
So it is called the Deluxe Flower Shaping Kit from Heartfelt Creations.
She's from New Brunswick.
Oh, that's the NB, sweetheart.
New Brunswick. That for sure was Nobody. That was wrong.
You know, New Brunswick sounds UK.
Brunswick.
You know, it sounds like
Brunswick in Italy, I believe.
Oh yeah? I wouldn't know. I've never been there. So that's flower number 2.
I think that's what they named the bowling alleys after. Brunswick bowling alleys.
I don't know. Now you're just talking gibberish. Could you close in, please?
Zoom in?
Yeah, zoom in. You know what I meant.
You have to get the technical words right.
Why?
Okay.
What happens if I don't?
I don't know. I might forget to do it.
Then Dawn's going to come on and say, come on, Jim, you know you can read. Or, you know what she means. I think she's the one that said, oh, Jim can read?
All right. Sometimes.
Right?
As long as the words aren't too big.
So almost a year ago now, I had Mr. Jim do a live with me, and I had him fussy cutting and stuff. Is there a vote? Who's with us tonight that would like to see Mr. Jim craft a card again? That would be kind of fun. We could do that once a year.
Danielle Brown says hello.
Who?
Danielle Brown.
Hi, Danielle. Great to have you with us. I am curling a flower with the Heartfelt flower making tools. And the die that these flowers are in is called Butterfly Circle Die from TLC. I'm just kind of shaping them. They look super cute. And then this gets put away.
So Dawn and Sue and of course Faith.
Yeah. What about?
Say yes.
Oh, see? Told you. All right. So I'm going to use my little...
Yeah, good question. Where's Amy tonight?
Oh, yeah. Where's Amy? Dodson Dixon. Dodson Dixon? Dixon Dodson.
Dotson Dixon.
I can't remember
Dotson Dixon.
which way it goes, but I know who she is. That's the important part. What color in the center of these flowers? Those are way too big. I'm looking for some super pretty. We'll add a little bit of bling to it. Are you zoomed in still? Okay, here are the flowers. Let's see what I can do here with these I'm learning a new set of tweezers. 1, 2. Let go. Thank you. My desk
Is it?
no.
Oh, there it is.
My desk is all dirty from that glue. I rubbed it. Well, if you can't get your craft desk dirty while you craft, then there's something wrong, right?
Yep.
Don't you think? It's completely acceptable. 3. Almost better off with my fingers. 4. All right, so now we have 4 flowers. All I'm going to do, because the flowers are yellow and this is black, put, instead of 2, I'm going to put 1 on each center of the strip of black. And then, I'm not really good at these tweezers yet, but I'm learning. See, you want to stick. Stop it. I'm talking to the paper. You guys talk to your paper too when you craft. It's almost natural, huh? Gives a little bit of dimension. The flowers look a little bit curled, which is kind of fun. And then on the back of the envelope, I just used more of that black strip. And these, I'm going to flatten a little bit more. It's still, because the oops. The paper's been broken down, so they look a little softer than they would if you didn't do any of the curling. I don't want them poking up
Dana
too
Word
high.
says hi.
Hi, Dana. There. All right, zoom out. So let's see what we can do here. A little envelope like that. And a little card like that. Zoom in. Let's see if I like it. I wish there was a camera up there that I could just take still pictures with instead of the video. Because I could click and I'd be done. And, I need some product in it to like build the scene. But how pretty. I love it. Okay, let's draw a winner.
All right.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch the winner
Spin wheel here.
by their toe. I have glue all over me.
All right, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, here it goes. Spin.
You can get
The winner is
this.
Faith.
Aw, that's fun. Faith. We'll have to. You need to draw a different winner. You can't have Faith win it because I'd give it to her for free.
That's right.
So draw a different winner.
Whose idea was it? Her on here.
I didn't do it. You did it.
All right, we're spinning it.
Okay, spin again. But we can play with it if you'd like
this
it.
stuff anyway.
Yeah.
And the winner is Students.
Ta-da! Congratulations, Sue. Send me Jim on the address across the bottom. TLC Designs. Customer service at gmail.com so she can contact me. Let me know that she was the winner for tonight. Congratulations. Yay! And I will send you the digital file and you can put this on my face if you would please. There's my face. So I got a new haircut. See how exciting.
I'm feeling a little younger, feeling a little bit better. I have really good days and really bad days, but I'm here. I love Thursday nights. I think it's a hoot to come and play with everybody in the village that I've grown. And if you, like I said before, if you ever would like to see something specific, some sort of product that you've never played with, I'm a good sounding board, so I'd love to play with something new anyway. And there's a few things that I know are coming because I just bought a few things. So I appreciate everyone that has joined us. I invite any one of you to invite your friends to come and join in. I hope that everyone stays safe and happy, and we will see you next Thursday. It's not Easter Thursday, is it? I don't know, we'll have to double check on that and let you guys know, but if it is not Easter, I think Easter's a Sunday, so it's Thursday's fine.
Easter
We have
Thursday.
COVID brain. So we'll see you Thursday at 8 o'clock, and by then the new sketch will have started, and I could probably announce the winner of March's sketch as well. So I appreciate everyone that joined me, and I certainly hope to see you again next week at 8 o'clock. Bye. Take care. Love you. Bye.